Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Confess Fletch, starring Jon Hamm in what they're billing as a comedy movie. I don't know. Smash like, subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Kindle Unlimited is free. Jon Hamm. Look, he's no Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase was in the original Fletch. He's pretty funny. He does some bits, kind of over the top than what the book was, I think. The book was a little more grounded, whereas Chevy was doing bits. I think he did 2 movies, didn't he? Didn't he do a sequel? And I don't see Chevy in this movie at all, which is disheartening. I think they should throw Chevy a bone and just let him make an appearance as the dad or whatever. I don't know if Fletch had a dad. I don't think he did. Jon Hamm is just not funny, and there's almost no funny bits in this entire trailer. They're billing this as a comedy movie. That's a stretch. That is a big stretch. I mean, he's making sarcastic comments, and he's supposed to be sort of cute and funny, but man, he's just not pulling it off. He's just not pulling it off. So, like this bit right here, he pulls up his license, and he's going like that because he was yawning, and then he says, "Oh, caught me in the middle of a yawn." Like, that's not the way that should lay out. Like, it should be a close-up of his face, and it should be, like, really messed up. And, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Caught me in the middle of a yawn. Like, but it's still me. Like, something like that. His delivery is just kind of, like, phoning it in. Chevy would have had more something. I mean, even his face was like, I mean, it's okay, but you got to bring some more energy to it, John. I'm just not sensing the energy here. And really, Jon Hamm's character should be like more like Chevy. Like Chevy's version of Fletch. Fletch, everybody hated him. Everybody kind of hated him. Here, they kind of like him. They kind of go at him, but they kind of don't. I mean, he's got to solve this mystery. And look, if you wanted to play it more like, okay, this is going to be more like a mystery, it's going to be less like the comedy that Chevy Chase did, that's fine. And Jon Hamm would probably be better on that score. But you can't market it as a comedy when there's almost no comedy in this. I mean, there's like crumbs of comedy, sort of, kind of, not really. It's more about the plot here, about excuse me, the various suspects. And I'm not getting any sense of danger. Here, I guess he's sleeping with this woman. I mean, Jon Hamm, he's just not a comedian. Part of the problem is I think he's too handsome for the role. I mean, I've seen him do comedy before with other comedic actors, and he's been okay. But, man, he's just not bringing the heat here. Like, Ken Jeong would have been a better Fletch, because his comic timing is pretty spectacular. Even Chevy doing it as an old guy, I would have accepted. You know, in this scene, this guy comes in and goes, "Are you Fletcher?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he pulls out a gun and he goes, "Oh no, I get that wrong every time." Like, he basically almost says it like that. It should be like, "Oh, no, I get that wrong every time." Like, it should be big. Comedy's bigger. You know, if you're going to go for some laughs here, try for it. Go for it, John. Like, bigger. Now, maybe this is the director saying, no, play it more realistic. Maybe. It's called Confess Fletch because he's accused of murder and they want him to confess. So this is September 16th, in theaters and on digital, rated R. I mean, you could have made this work as a mystery with Jon Hamm. I think if you're going to sell it as a comedy, he's got to kick up his game, man. He's just not selling me on this. And I like Jon Hamm. I'm not an anti-Hamm guy. I think he's fine. I liked him in plenty of movies and TV shows. I didn't really watch the salesman show that he's famous for. I've seen a couple episodes. He's fine in that. But this, man, he's got to bring it. He's got to carry this movie. It was all Chevy when Chevy did it, and you might say it's unfair to compare him to Chevy Chase, but how could you not? It's Chevy's role. And Chevy, like, he was great in this. You know? He was great in Fletch. At least the first one. The second one was meh, not as great, but I think there were two of them, right? I think there was two Fletches. I think the second one was lame. Anyhow. So I didn't read the book. So first act, there's a theft of some art piece, and Fletch is a reporter, so his editor asks him to do something. He doesn't want to do it. He just wants to sit on his boat or whatever. He reluctantly agrees to look into it, and finds a body. Second act, he's blamed for the murder. Now he has to clear himself. Everybody's trying to get at him or frame him or kill him. He's got to go through all the suspects. He's got to deal with the cops. Third act, he solves the mystery. Chase, the guy he's after, is either caught or killed. Fletch goes on to go back on its boat and be mildly entertaining and flip it. But look, and it's not a very good casting. Like, I would have casted Adam Scott, Ken Jeong, Simon Pegg. Although Simon, maybe not Simon. But, I mean, he's got more comic timing. Simon Pegg's in, like, serious movies now. Anybody with more comedic work. Paul Scheer, he's bald. I don't know if they would have wanted him for the look. Any leading actor, comedian guy, up-and-coming comic. Kevin Hart. Black Fletch. Why not? I mean, this is a character that wasn't even remotely dependent upon race. And the old Fletch is, I don't know, how old's that movie? It's a pretty old movie. Let's see. Yeah, it's 85. Was it just the one? I guess it was just the one. I thought there was a second one. Fletch. Yeah, look at even the movie poster for Fletch is funny. Why did I think there were two? I could have sworn there was a second movie for this. Is there a Fletch 2? I could have sworn there was. Fletch 2. Nope, just the one. Okay, I guess there was only one. I could have sworn there was a second movie on this. It was called something else. Get Fletch or something like that. Let's see Chevy Chase. I'm almost sure there was a second Fletch movie. I'm remembering it. He's still alive. Hold on, Joan. Hold on. I gotta remember this correctly. How could there not be? Caddyshack 2. There's Fletch. Yeah. Not seeing a Fletch 2. I could swear. Fletch Lives. There it is. Yeah, there was a second one. In 89. Fletch Lives. And that was Chevy Chase again. Yeah, this is the Southern Plantation one where he has the fantasy about the Southern Plantation. And he does a bunch of pratfalls. This is back when Chevy could still do his pratfalls. Look at his picture. Just look at this picture. This is him in disguise. He's just funny with a funny expression. And then I think this is one of his disguises. I mean, it's funny. Where's Jon Hamm's disguise? What did he do? Put on a baseball cap in one scene? I mean, give him a funny disguise. Give him bad teeth or something. Make him a homeless guy. Something. I mean, was that not from the book? Chevy did it in both movies, I think. What are you doing here? I mean, you can't bill this as a comedy movie and not have comedy. Okay? If you're going to bill this as, okay, we're doing Fletch, it's a mystery. You sell it as a mystery with comedy in it. Where you say mystery and comedy. Maybe. But put mystery up top so people at least know. When you put in comedy, people have expectations. They want to come out and laugh. I'm not going to laugh at this movie. I may laugh at this movie, but not laugh with this movie. I mean, him being in bed with a woman, it's kind of funny, I guess. You know, him getting punched in the face, okay. If it happens a lot, this woman burns a bunch of food and he has to help. I don't know. You know, he asked him, people don't like cops or journalists, which one don't they like more? And he sort of awkwardly says, well, cops. Okay. But, like, again, his delivery isn't, you're not selling me on it. It should have been like, who do people like less? Cops or cops? Like, interrupt him because it's that obvious. I don't know, man. I hate to come down on Jon Hamm because he's not a bad actor, and he could be great in a bunch of different things. I could think of a million things to put him in because he's got leading man good looks. Why does Hollywood cast this way? This makes no sense. You're casting Jon Hamm. He might as well be called John Handsome, right? He should be the lead in romantic movies, dramas. Now, maybe he wanted to do a comedy. I've seen him in comedies. He's all right. But you got to push him. You got to push him into comedy. He should be doing comedic stuff in this. And throughout this entire trailer, he should be doing pratfalls. Something. Confess Fletch comes out September 16th. I'm not seeing this. I think this is gonna tank. If this trailer is any indication of what's in this movie, this is DOA. And I hate to say that. I'm not, again, I like Fletch. I like the character. I like Jon Hamm. I'm not seeing a Chevy cameo. They should definitely have that. Maybe Chevy wouldn't agree to do it. I don't know. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. Right, Joan? Oh, you get based in those takes. We got a Hollywoke hot take and a news blast. Check me out at Lucille's Luncheonette this Saturday in Warren Grove, New Jersey, in the Pines at 9 a.m. And we'll see you in the next one.